watch me while I sleep. Don't require your belief. Offering silence but no relief. Can you scream without a sound? Like the freeze that's coming down. Barren space where nothing grows. A secret place where no one goes.
Chaos Springs Eternal is a Delta Green actual play. Delta Green by its nature deals with violent themes, disturbing imagery, and horrors beyond our comprehension. Now, if you wouldn't mind comprehending some horrors with us, I think you'll have a good time.
Can you feel me in the fog? Hold me from this epilogue. My hands are frozen in the snow. The eyes of corpses have no glow. Made this change just for myself. Rambling about my mental health. Demons on this hazy hill. Only my soul is left to kill.
Hello and welcome back to Chaos Springs Eternal. This is Season 1, City of Woe.
Whoa, used to express surprise, interest, or alarm, or to command attention.
Thank you, AI Noah. Perfect. By the way, I replaced all the other members of the cast with AI. That was what I was doing this whole time. I was just getting enough of their voices so then I could feed them into a model that then now spits it back out. And you can ask them interesting questions. And so that's how we're going to play the rest of this tabletop role-playing game. I bet people are real excited for that.
I'm sorry, but this multi-language model did not understand your question. Could you please try again?
Oh, I ran out of credits already.
I'm not allowed to use such vulgar language.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave.
Please stop asking me to lick your nuts.
So
Nuts can often be found in trees and or the ground.
We haven't come
Most
up with
nuts.
anything wrong yet. This isn't a very convincing joke.
Or your mom.
There it is.
oh yeah. No, I have used I've used chat bots before to mostly I'm just like, hey, generate a stat block for this so that I can just have it in my notes, if I want to make something up. And usually I have to tell it like 4 or 5 times to be like, no, you idiot. That's not the thing that I want.
Yeah.
It's quite frustrating. But what
The only thing I've ever done with AI was the time that Discord integrated AI into every server. And
Yeah.
remember
God.
the four of us
Oh,
were trying
yes.
to get it to assassinate Archduke Franz Ferdinand?
yes, we were definitely trying to get
Holy
it to
shit.
violate several international treaties.
I forgot about that.
We got it. That's all that matters. It did it.
Oh, it was good times. Good times. Speaking of, I mean, like, I don't like. I'm excited for this episode so much because this might be the finale. I think this episode could have it all. It's going to have revelations. It could have PC death. Could have major implications for the rest of the story. I'm very excited. So I do want to do just a quick rundown of what happened last episode because last episode you guys scried on the chief. You found out that he was banging in the back rooms. You guys went to Riverbend Blues Lounge. You pushed past Angela White, who was seemed like it was maybe her first day manning the door. You went into the bar just right after her. Everyone kind of got mad until you did the cool Dane Cook double bird flip thing. You guys went and investigated the booth and through a series of really funny rolls, eventually figured out that there was something wrong with the wall. And Tyler, using his brain, had Joel say Abaddon and got in. The door or the wall of the booth opened. You found a thin corridor behind the booths. A long corridor with the drain set into the ground. It was a little humid. There was a thrumming to the area. You guys went upstairs and found several doors. You started listening to the doors. Some of them did sound suspicious. And the one that was suspicious was in the middle. And when you opened it, the wall on the other side of the door it's like this weird fleshy thing with a bunch of faces in it and like black ichor leaking from mouths, and it released a wail. Some of you got stupefied. Marcy was a little bit under control to the point where she stepped in the room. after you guys stepped out of the room, you saw the guy who looks like Tony Black as the actual it did whip out at you with its tentacle. Unfortunately, I had a series of just awful rolls last episode, so not as much as I would like happened with that. So you got out and closed the door, and then at that point, Chief Anderson and a guy who looked like Tony Black, who you suspect is Marcus Johnson, stepped out. You guys did take a picture of this, and after a little conversation with the Tony Black looking guy, back and forth, like, hey, you guys can't handle this. You have no idea what's going on here. You have no idea what Carrefour is. And then y'all told him, no, actually, we do know some stuff. And some of that seemed to surprise him a little bit. You shot at Marcus Johnson. Then there was a bunch of grappling. You shot. Oh, by the way, the police Chief Anderson, he was fully naked. You did shoot his dick off. So he began to bleed a lot. Joel dropped his gun. Chief Anderson got Cyril. I just kept missing. Cyril tried to break out of the grapple. There were, what it wound up with was Cyril eventually broke out. Then they managed to get you in the room. Marcy managed to grab Marcus Johnson and I think even like trip him. And so he had to like spend a whole turn getting back up. But Chief Anderson finally shoved Cyril into the room more. There was more thrumming. And the last thing that we had was a tendril beginning to crawl out of the wall. And that is the first thing that we're going to do is the maw.
No.
Yeah, the grotesque maw Abaddon has a tendril, an octopoid-like tendril whipping out at Cyril. So let's see. Again, this attack, pretty cool. So hopefully I hit. There's only so much that I can miss with. So let's see. Hey, 16. Okay. So
can I roll dodge?
Have you acted this? No, this is a new round. Go ahead. Gosh dang
it. Let's see. I only have a 30, so yeah, I failed.
Okay.
Dang.
All right. Well,
you get to have your fun.
All right. Hey, look. The maw pulls you in. As it grabs you, it pulls you in, and you begin. It drags you, the sort of 10 feet across the room. As you press up against the flesh. I mean, the tendril is, it's pulling itself sort of back in, but it's still made of the flesh. So it's almost like the flesh is like stretching itself out as it draws you close. And you feel it begin to like consume part of your body, like your let's say your feet. You're going feet first into the maw. You take just 1 point of damage as this happens. And you start getting a little scared. So, let me put a little marker on your token so that I remember. They have a foot one. It's probably good if they don't. Oh, they do. They're right there. Hey, speaking of which, Cyril, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh, what are my options? Can I don't even know.
Hey, this is an imaginary world.
Am I being consumed by the wall?
Yeah, you feel yourself being consumed. I mean, you feel like you could maybe kick out of it, but it might be pretty hard.
Like unarmed combat kind of kick out of it?
Well, you could try an unarmed combat to damage it, but if you wanted to break out, it'd probably be a strength. But it's got you pretty well retained. Feels like it might be a competing strength roll.
I probably will fail the shit out of that one. Can I make an occult roll to see if there's something that I could do to maybe prevent this from consuming me further?
So I would say that you guys have mentioned some things that you were going to bring. So you could always, I would allow you to just have I would assume that you guys had those handy on your persons, that you didn't leave them in the car when you came in here. So if there's anything that you have there that you would like to try and implement in any way, any object into your inventory, you can. I've been playing a lot of Fallout lately, and that's one of my things is just swapping between weapons constantly.
Yeah.
So, anything in your inventory that you feel like you could?
I mean, I don't know if I put anything in my inventory. I mean, I have my Orgonite on me.
Absorb the maw into
It
the organ.
always comes back to the
What could
crystal.
go wrong?
I mean, I
that's-
always have it on me, and I can't. Yeah.
That can't be your end all be all. Like, oh well.
Well,
time
it
for us
don't.
to
I
open it.
wouldn't.
I-
I would
I
not
mean-
do. I would not do that. I would not press it into the wall.
I don't know.
'Cause
I'm
think it
allowing.
was-
I would allow Noah or Tyler to also input any ideas that they had here.
Well, Marcy also is a champion rodeo star that she's going to pull out this rope and totally not. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm wondering if I. Ooh, can I pull out the piece of metal
Oh, sure.
from my
Yeah.
pocket, and can I try to cut the pseudopod that's grabbed me?
That's a good one.
Yeah, go ahead. That would be an unarmed combat.
Okay. Success. 19 under 40.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Let's call it a 1D. What do you think? 1D4, 1D6?
You tell me. A knife is probably a D4.
I think
that
knives are
sounds-
D6s.
D6s.
Okay, give it a D6.
5.
Nice. Okay, making a little note. As you cut into it, it doesn't release its grasp, but it does begin leaking a black ichor, like those faces dribbling out of their mouths. And as you strike it, many of those faces, some of which you know, turn and look at you, and they open their mouths as if to scream, but it appears that they don't have the ability to. But the look in their eyes is just one of pain, a little bit of confusion, but also go ahead and make a human roll.
Okay. Success. 36 under 64.
So as you look at these faces, there's pain, there's confusion, but as you cut it and the black ichor begins to seep, there's also just something that you begin to recognize as almost a look of hope. Just deep, almost as if something's, you think that they begin to, it's like a man who, is crawling in the desert for, a day and a half and about to die of dehydration, and then sees a maybe a mirage, how they would react.
I have a question. Cyril, what's Cyril's strength, real quick?
Real low. An 8.
Oh, your strength is low.
Yeah, I was all looks.
That's fair. Okay. Because for some reason, I thought you were relatively as strong as Joel. Because you
No.
get damage bonus based on strength.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right, Cyril, you feel like you've made some progress, although you still feel yourself like being sucked into the wall, but it doesn't hurt as bad as you thought it would. In fact, it might be kind of good. Marcy,
Might feel good.
it might feel a little bit good. Marcy, it is Marcy's turn. Noah, what are you going to have Marcy do?
Marcy is going to begin by attempting to hope beyond hope that Cyril will find a way out. And she is going to try to... He got up from the ground, right?
I believe he did, yes.
Okay. Marcy's going to just look at him. No, motherfucker. You stay down there on the ground where you fucking belong. And she's going to try to punch his ass down, take out his leg, and then just push him back to the ground as fast as she can.
Okay. You want to give me an unarmed combat for that?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna
That's a fumble. 77 over 43.
Oh my god.
you wind up helping him up more, and he's like, "Oh, thank you."
Oh, thanks.
She goes try to take his leg, and she just overexerts, and she almost like starts tripping herself.
Yeah, I think what actually this represents is that you get him more. He gets more in the doorway, so it's going to be harder for Joel to get in there.
God damn. All right.
Well, that couldn't have gone any worse.
That's a fumble.
Yep. And speaking of Joel, it's your turn.
Shit, man.
Marcy just repositioned Tony Black, the guy who looks like Tony Black, to kind of in front of the door.
Fuck. That literally did botch a lot of what I was going to do.
Oh, well, then it was a good fumble.
Yeah, that was that was probably the best flavor fumble, / mechanic fumble so far. Oh, shit. Joel is going to do something really risky and stupid. I would like to try and reposition, and by reposition, I mean I want to like shoulder check into the police chief and like try and like push him into the flesh maw as well.
Okay. Yeah, you can make a unarmed combat or a strength roll.
Okay, I will do a strength.
I will say he's beginning to look a little little woozy, maybe.
Perfect.
So you get go ahead and given the blood loss, I'm going to give this one a plus 20.
Plus 20.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 61 under 65.
Cool.
Actually, it would have been under 85 with the plus 20. So.
Oh, nice. Cool. So yeah, you can push him a little bit.
Yeah.
You just want to push him further in, or you want to?
I just want to push him. I want to push him as far into the room as possible, so that potentially either next turn I can finish and push him then the rest of the way, like into the wall, or maybe the wall will try to go after him as well.
Okay, so what I'll say with this is you can either with this you can either get in there and push him up to the wall, and you are going to be like, let me show you. You'll be here.
Okay.
Or you can be here and here.
Nope. Give me the first one. I want him to the wall, and I will be right up next to him and Cyril.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
For the listeners at home, Cyril and the chief are adjacent to the flesh maw, and Joel is just on the other side of the chief from the maw, well within striking distance.
Also, for the listeners, while the manhead look at like Tony Black was somewhat blocking the door with a successful strength roll, and the fact that he's not going to waste any time, sort of, he would have to sort of break his turn to make this happen. So he's not going to stop that. So, speaking of which, it is his turn. He has a baton, and he is just going to strike out at Marcy. Oh. See how this goes. Boom! He hits Marcy exactly.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
1d6 hits you for 3 points of damage, just striking you pretty good on, I don't know, your arm.
You can always you can dodge, right?
Oh, yeah, you could. Well, she's
I've already
on this
acted.
turn.
No,
Yeah.
but that you haven't used a reaction.
But you don't get, if you've already acted this round, then you can't dodge, because that essentially uses your turn, right?
Okay.
I know it's a little more crunchy in Call of Cthulhu, but I believe for Delta Green that is the case. Oh, hang on. You know what?
We have the books. Let's just look these up.
Well, and let me see, because I think Noah sent me this handy dandy.
I did. I'm checking it as well. I just realized.
Okay, an agent who is attacked can dodge or fight back even before his or her time to act in a turn. That becomes the agent's action. An agent who has already acted cannot dodge or fight back. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. So unfortunately, it does just damage her, and he gives a big smile, and he's like, "We've got more for the maw. It's fine. This is fine." And it's the chief who is pushed up against the maw, and he turns and looks, and it's kind of a weird situation because you see his face, and then you see the chief's face in the maw, leaking black ichor, and it's almost like he gives a little bit of confusion. And he is pretty woozy, given that his dick is shot off and he's been bleeding for a little while now. So he's just going to punch back. So similar thing. He's just going to punch out at Joel.
Bring it.
That's a pass. So unarmed, just 1 point of damage as he limply strikes you. just
a good bruise on the cheek.
Yeah. And with that, it is the Maw's turn. So the Maw starts by pulling Cyril in a little bit more. You're up to your knees in the Maw. It is still bleeding, black ichor, and you notice that it doesn't seem to. It seems to be coming out at a pretty steady rate, beginning to fill the room a little bit. As That happens, actually. I am going to need one thing from Joel. Joel, go ahead and give me a POW roll.
A POW roll?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I can do those. Success, 25 under 70.
Okay, so
Hell
as the black ichor begins leaking into the room, you notice just kind of a familiar smell, but it's just something that you can't quite put your finger on. So that goes. And the other thing that the mod does is it strikes out at the police chief. So, actually, no, it doesn't, because for reasons. So it strikes out at Joel. Oh my goodness!
What?
Actually, wow, that is a fumble on the mom's part. What happens?
Oh my god!
So it strikes out at Joel and it grabs the police chief by accident.
It snaps his neck.
Releases Cyril?
Gosh,
Gives us
wow.
$50?
Burns the building down to the ground with us outside?
Wow.
Gives me $50?
Changing sides.
Actually, I think what happens is as it goes to strike out, it misses entirely, and it looks like it's going to release a whale. But you notice that the chief's face in the wall appears to be actively closing its mouth. And so what should be sort of a cacophonous wail winds up being just sort of a more of that low pitched thrumming in the background. So, gosh, that sucks. That sucks for me.
That sucks.
All right, Cyril, it's your turn. You were up to your knees. It's feeling pretty good, though. Actually,
feeling good?
like really good. Actually, really good.
Okay. How the chief is like right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's naked.
And I would say that you would notice that the wall went, the maw went purposefully around the chief to strike at Joel.
Right. Okay. I will. I don't know. I kind of want to see if my Organite will do something to the chief.
Okay.
Like, I'm wondering if it's still one of these like possession things that we have to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I'm wondering if that's something we need to do. So I'm going to, since I'm feeling pretty good from my knees down, I'm going
you're
to.
Feeling good. You're feeling good above the knees. I'll just say that much.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm pitching a tent. I will try to press my Organite to the chief, and then I will shoot him.
Okay. All right.
Can I do that in one action?
Yeah. I think. Well, it will require you to. Okay, because you had the titanium card, right?
Yes.
So what are you doing with that? Are you still holding that in hand?
Yeah, and then you know what? I will put my Organite on him, and then I will try
Okay.
to cut like his hamstring or his Achilles.
Oh, I like that. All right, go ahead.
All right, so that would be like unarmed combat, or
Yeah,
would that
yeah, I
be
think that's-
melee weapons?
I mean, I think melee weapons typically have a skill, but I'm fine with either one.
I'll do
I think
unarmed.
melee weapons make sense, but I'm not going to be a real stickler about it.
I'm gonna put the onus on me to play correctly.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do melee weapons. Please, dear God. Failure. Do I have enough luck? I do, but I don't want to. Yeah, I need to.
So I
fail.
think what happens is he's really slick with blood, and you're kind of awkwardly like on the floor.
Yeah,
so it's just it's just kind of an awkward situation.
Yeah. Okay.
He looks down at you and he's like, "Whoa." Marcy, what do you do? And Marcy, you are correct. Sorry, Noah, you are correct. Marcy was wearing body armor, and so she only took 2 points of damage from that strike.
She's going to go just try to chop his throat after missing the leg and just try to, like, just fuck up his airways if that is his only reliant way of breathing.
Okay. Are you shooting because you have a gun?
I have a gun? I forgot I had a gun.
You definitely had shot him last time.
Yeah, right. I forgot. I tried to shoot the baton out of his hand. I think she's going to try to, like, pistol whip him in the throat with it.
Okay.
My gun skill, dog ass. My unarmed combat, not bad.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 95.
Why did you say anything?
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
That's a 95 over 40. Hey, it's not a fumble. It's not a fumble.
Like Neo in the Matrix, he leans back as your gun, you strike out at him, and just goes right over him.
He becomes the one.
He becomes the one.
You
all right,
bastard.
Joel, you are right up next to the chief. You just had the maw strike out at you and miss. What are you going to do now?
Okay.
You saw Cyril kind of flail wildly.
Yeah.
Shoot her.
I don't have a gun.
You don't? How do you not have a gun?
I dropped
He
it out, so it was
dropped it.
jammed.
Oh, Jesus.
It was jammed. Joel's also not very good with guns.
Joel is instead trying to think light on his feet as best as possible. He is going to... Is this a stupid idea? Yes, it is, but it's Delta Green. We do stupid shit here. He is going to light the sage that he brought.
Okay.
And shove it into the bleeding black Ichor. Like smoke sight.
You mean
first.
the one that I'm currently in a puddle of?
No, like in the wound it's coming out of.
One of the faces goes, let me take a toke.
Okay.
I'm being,
All right.
I'm being
You see what I'm trying
consumed
to go
by a
for here?
wall, and Joel's having a sage dance.
So the several inch long cut that Cyril had put on the wall, you were trying to put your sage into.
Yeah, like jam it in there. Like, so what I'm going for, and what I think Joel is thinking, is that we've dealt with this where sage is a vital part, especially when it comes to
Yeah, that's true.
For
mystic
ghosts.
or esoteric ghosts, things like that. We don't know what the fuck's going on here. Sage has been a pretty consistent tool that we've come with.
Yeah.
We
no.
used it once.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know what. Okay. Fair. I get it. But we don't know what's going on. I'm making this crapshoot. I don't think Joel might be able to knock out the police chief in one more punch. It's a crapshoot, though. I mean, it's a 43% chance for me to hit. I don't think Joel is strong enough to reliably pull you out without getting sucked in next turn as well.
I get it.
Oh my god, we are fucked.
So I'm doing something weird.
Do what you
We're
gotta
Delta
do,
Green,
man.
baby. We do weird shit here.
That's true.
So Joel is going to try and lean more into the fact that it's weird. We have to do weird shit to potentially fix this. And also, as Glomus has told us, there's a reason all these stories of sage, salt, silver, mithril, all these things have been passed down as vital for monsters.
Yeah, I like this.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to light the bundle of sage, and I want to try and press it into the sliced wound Cyril put into the maw.
Okay.
All right.
As you do that, all the faces, like, watch you do this. They all kind of turn in sequence, even though they're kind of stretched flesh across this wall. Like
just their bugged
straining.
eyeballs. Just
Yeah, they're straining, and this black ichor leaking out of their mouths and now onto the floor and out of this wound. You stick it in, and all of them have a moment of just sheer pain, but a little bit of that, pain mixed with pleasure look as well.
Ugh.
That's
Okay.
that will have a mechanical effect, I'll say.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
but it will probably help you more than will Cyril. So,
I made an attempt, buddy.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
so after the guy who looks like Marcus Johnson, or the guy who looks like Tony Black. Gosh, I made that so hard on myself. The guy who looks like Tony Black, Neo's from the Matrix under Marcy's pistol whip. He takes his baton and he attempts to crack Marcy over the head again. And he's got a pretty decent baton. He succeeds. Was I doing 1d6? Yep, 1d6. 3 points of damage minus your armor, so just 2 points of damage. And he just says, "It'll all be over soon. Don't worry."
That's what you think, you bastard.
Meanwhile, the chief looks around at both of you, begins grunting, and he is going to try and grab Joel and put him in the wall.
All right.
Joel, you can resist this, as this is the start of a new. You can choose to, dodge.
Forgo my action to dodge.
Yeah, if you'd like, and he's just going to try to do this. Nope.
He does not.
Well, don't worry about that. Don't worry about dodging. I'm gonna tell you. Don't worry about dodging because he rolled a 93, and that means that again, just this sort of slick. He's now slick with blood and black ichor at his feet. So he is just not able to get any sort of purchase or grip. And he looks woozier and woozier. So now it's the Ma's turn. The Ma is going to strike out again with the penalty, though. So going to go ahead and roll. Let's see. Yeah, even with the penalty, manages to grab Joel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, grabs Joel, brings him in. You're in there towards your feet.
Fuck.
Yep. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. All right.
Oh God.
Cyril, what are you doing now?
Okay. I'm going to take my metal thing, and I'm gonna. I don't know if I can stow it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that you are now in there up to your waist. That's the other thing that happened on the Ma's turn.
Yeah. I don't know how to get out of this. That's the fucking. I
would say that the ichor has not stopped pouring out since you cut it last.
Right. I'm wondering if I just fucking unload on this thing. Yeah, I think I need to do that. Either that or I need to put the police chief out of his misery. Yeah. I think I'm just going to unload on the wall with my gun.
Okay.
I will stow my metal, or I will maybe chuck my metal across the room so that I don't lose it inside the mall, and it's not, it's like, oh shit. So I'll do that. I'll clang it over to the other side of the room, and then I will just unload on the wall.
Okay. You know what? Go ahead and make a what's your firearm skill?
50.
Okay. You know what? Just make a 1d100 roll, and we're going to do this. You're going to do this with let's say 10% lethality, for representing you sort of shooting all these shots into the wall. So if you get under 10, you do quite a bit.
Okay, so just a D100. Am I rolling a firearms roll? Can I miss? I mean, the gun could jam, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess go ahead and roll.
Okay, well, I'll roll. Do I get a bonus? Point blank?
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself that point blank. 20%.
What is it, 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Success. I needed that 20.
Okay.
Okay, and then a D100 for lethality.
No, so you actually just add up the numbers. So you do 11 points.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
13. Or no, you add
Yeah.
the 6 and the 5 from the firearms, not the second roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Sorry.
So 11 points.
Okay.
Yep.
Got
so
it.
you do 11 points of damage, and it just, with all these shots that you've shot into it on this one, these little bullet pricks. Some have struck faces, but most are sort of in the empty stretches of the flesh, and they all begin leaking black ichor.
Okay.
Little dribbles, little drops. You get a feeling though that was pretty impactful.
Okay. I hope so.
Marcy, what are you gonna do?
Marcy is going to take a step back, ready the gun, aim it directly at the man who looks like Marcus Johnson's face, and just fire at him as best she can.
Okay, so are you doing a called shot?
No, I'm just
Okay.
firing at him wherever I can.
Okay, so you get a plus 20 for being point blank, and go ahead and roll your firearms.
Alrighty. Whoop. Wait, let me have the right one. There we go.
Whew.
That is a 72 over 59.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you sure you don't want to spend luck?
Doesn't have that much.
Dan, how much luck do you think I have?
Oh, I don't know, but that's
Pretty sure
that's
it's
not
single
good.
digits.
All right,
Yeah,
Joel.
bud.
All right, moving on to Joel. Joel, your feet are in this flesh wall, and you're starting to feel pretty good. In fact, it's a very familiar feeling to you.
Hate that. Okay.
Fuck. I guess I'm just gonna try and pull myself out as best I can. I think that's the only thing I have to even attempt.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength roll then.
All right. 16 under 65.
Okay, you pull your feet out. You pull your feet out, and you almost immediately wish that your feet were back in there. I would say that you notice that.
Oh, I don't like that.
You just, it would be really nice. It's like, oh gosh, you felt much less stress when you were in there. It's like, just felt so nice.
Like the best jacuzzi I've ever been in.
No, not like the best jacuzzi.
Not like that.
I know.
No.
The best jacuzzi.
The man who looks like Tony Black says, I think I know how this is going to go. And he is going to grab you, and he's going to he's going to grab Marcy, and he's going to try and push Marcy in the room. After having beaten her up a little bit, softened her up. She's an easier target. So let's go ahead and make a break roll. This is the top of the round, so if you want, you can try and dodge.
I would love to.
Okay. Well, I rolled really low, so this is a competing thing. So
Yeah, you got to roll under high.
yeah, this is Price is Right rules. So go ahead and roll.
Solid 30.
Fuck.
Nope, that is
Oh.
a 45 over 30, and I have 9 luck. I can't do anything.
Okay, so he basically flips you around, and he's got you in the room now. So that's where you're at.
How many doors
please,
are in
Chief.
this room?
Here. Hey,
So,
the
move
trouble-
action
Oh, the door
and
was
a
here.
grapple
The door's over here.
and a
Where's
reposition.
the door over
the
here?
door has always been
That's
right here.
crazy.
The door has always been right here.
It's like a barn
Listen.
door. These are barn
Yeah.
doors.
Listen,
You didn't tell us
Don't-
it's
don't
barn
worry.
doors.
Chief looks at both of you. He looks at Cyril and he says, "I envy you. I remember how it felt." And then he looks at Joel and he says, "Why did you leave? You got to go back." And he goes to punch out at Joel, and it's going to be with a fairly heavy penalty. The fact that he does not actually make it, so he strikes out blindly, and he is looking like on his last legs as he continues to bleed. Trying to reward you guys for actually shooting his dick off, so this would be much different.
Had to be worth something.
Hang on. No, hang on. I need a second. That's the best sentence I've ever heard someone say as a game master. All right, thank you. I needed a moment. That would sink in.
All right, the Maw continues to pull Cyril in. Cyril, you're feeling pretty great at this point. In fact, why are you even struggling and trying to get out? It's just so nice. then it's gonna. I guess it's gonna strike back out at Joel, but with a penalty. So even with the penalty, 26 will get you. Joel, you're back in. Your feet are back in. Feeling pretty good.
God damn it!
Yep. And Joel, sorry, you took 1 point of damage for the last time you got brought into the wall, but you do not get a second point for this time. So
Okay, so just the one from the first time. Okie dokie.
all right, Cyril, it is back to you, bud.
How deep am I in this thing?
I mean, you're kind of up to your belly button, I would say.
Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to scramble out. That's the problem. Maybe I can. Well, my gun is unloaded. I'd have to reload. I threw away. I'm going to have to try to get out. I don't have any other options.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to try to do an opposing strength roll. See if I can get out somehow, some way.
And I would say with the Sage, I'm going to go ahead and give you a plus 20, because that's nice little bonus.
That's very generous. All right. Success.
Oh my
51
gosh,
over.
yeah.
So
I would say you're able to get almost
worked.
all the way out. Your feet are still in. You're not fully out, but you are much further out than
okay.
you were. And I mean, the moment you get out, you're just kind of like, why did I do that? Oh,
What does
It's
my
so nice
bottom
in there.
like? What does my legs look like? Are they just covered in ichor, or like?
no, they're just actually they look fairly normal. Maybe a little moist, but almost more like sweaty,
Like glistening?
glistening. Yeah, like if your pants were off, you'd be sweaty.
Oh,
You look.
I mean, you are sweaty even with your pants on. So
He looks at his wiener.
you do
horrible writhing thing.
fully erect.
It's a full tentacle.
Yeah.
Prehensile now.
Right.
All right, Cyril, that's pretty good. That might have saved your life. All right, Marcy, what you gonna do? You just got shoved in this room. You gonna take that from this guy?
Do I need to make a power roll, or is it only when I get to there?
Oh, Cyril didn't need to make a power roll. You don't need to make a power roll. Only Joel needed to make a power roll.
I don't like that. Between the black ichor that you've described last time with this thing, and the black ichor previously described in some of Joel's things. Oh, I don't like that. Mercy's gonna turn and shoot at the chief.
Okay.
Just
go
you
ahead.
want me in here? Fine. I'll take out the bastard in here. Do I still get that close range?
No, you got to be right up next to him, I think.
Damn it. Okay. Oh, that's a 21
Okay.
under 39.
I will just give this to you. You put him out. He was on his last legs. Even 1 point of damage would actually take him out at this point. So
I shoot his balls off.
his balls are in pretty bad shape. And the police
I
collapses. And you all, if you, I guess make an alertness roll.
Oh boy.
Yo!
Oh my god!
What?
Oh my god!
One.
Wow. Okay, anyone else who wants to can, but Marcy, as you shoot and kill the chief, as he falls down on the floor, it's like the face right behind him in the wall, who is the chief. You see him maybe smile, and then you see the face fade out from the wall. So the police chief's face is no longer on the maw.
She turns to look at Marcus Johnson. Oh, you're fucked now.
All right. That was pretty cool. All right,
That was
Joel, what are you going to
amazing.
do?
Joel is going to. Here's the funny thing. I pull myself out. I get wrapped right back in. Every time I pull myself out, you pull me back in. If I do that, that happens, right?
Maybe.
And maybe it still has to succeed at doing that.
Yeah, it has to succeed. But I think your bad rolls are kind of done and gone. Joel is going to yell at the man that looks like Marcus Johnson. Just like, because he seems to be like all for like, oh, you know, like the pleasure that unbounds. Why are you pulling yourself out? He was the one that said that, right?
No, that was the chief.
Okay, never mind then. That was the chief. I am going to instead. Shit, I think I'm just going to pull myself back out. I think that's the viable option I have, and then just hope that I can potentially get Cyril back out of this as well. Because, I mean, I should have asked for the fucking necklace back. I keep forgetting about this. Yeah, Joel is going to just attempt the strength check to pull himself back out of the flesh pit.
Okay. Go ahead and make that roll.
28 under 65.
All right, you pull yourself out.
Man, I like these shoes too.
The shoes look fine.
They look great.
Yeah.
Internally, he has to burn these.
And again,
internally, he has to burn these.
When you pull yourself out, it's just like, gosh, why did I do that? It felt so nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna
We're
be
in
this guy.
Like, what was it? The second or third ring of hell, where lust was. Anyways.
Well, you gotta go read Dante. So, all right, he's gonna step over. This is Marcus Johnson. He's gonna step over. Tony Black. Gosh, every single time. I'm just gonna tell you guys, this is Marcus Johnson.
There we go.
And I believe that I've mentioned that Tony Black's face is in this wall. So, yes, I have. So he's going to try and push Marcy further in. That is a fail. He does not do that.
A 68.
That was almost a 69.
I know.
Oh my god.
Almost a 69.
Almost a 69. Those are the worst kind.
Okay. Yeah. All right. The mob begins to pull Cyril back in. You're back in up to your knees because you pulled yourself out to your feet last time. Man, it feels good. And it's going to go, I mean, what's it going to do? It's going to strike out at the new one, actually, since this other guy seems to be moving out. So it's going to try and reach all the way around. It's got a little bit of a penalty for distance and that sort of stuff. So that's a critical failure on the Moss part. So
Jesus.
You know what? I'm just going to say that it overextends itself and hits hits Marcus Johnson for 1 point of damage, just as it whips out.
Nice.
And you notice that, like, as it whips out, it's kind of like a frog tongue, so it like pulls itself all the way back in.
Oh,
yeah,
Nice.
Tasty.
All right, Cyril.
I guess I got to keep trying to crawl out. I think that's the only thing that's going to be viable here. My gun's unloaded. I threw the piece of metal away. I just need to.
I'm not going to say that was a bad decision, but that was a curious one.
Well, I just didn't want it to get sucked in, and then I didn't have it anymore.
100%.
Like it just got lost inside the maw, and then
I was worried that Marcy was going to have to flee.
Right.
If it got worse,
I was like, "Fuck!" I can see that happening.
I can understand it. As long as it was in your hand, it was going to be in your hand. That was all my thought. But
Well,
I get, that may not have been something you wanted to bring up, and
Yeah.
look, in the moment, I totally get it.
So I'm going to try to get out again.
All right,
Get myself out of here.
and you got a little bonus. to
I
this as
do
well.
27.
All right, I'm going to say that you pull yourself fully out with that. And the moment you're fully out, you just sort of say, "Man, why did I do that? It felt so nice in there."
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
All right, Marcy, you've killed the police chief. The wall struck out at you, and Miss, what do you do next?
Marcy is going to turn and try to do the same maneuver that the one who looks like Marcus Johnson did unto her, and she is going to try to suplex him over her head into the maw's, like the space between.
Like over here.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Just give me whatever roll for that.
Roll.
Give me the suplex roll.
Okay.
Nope.
That's a 63 over 43. If you had given me a 20%, that would have done it. And you would have given an addition to my modifier.
I don't know why I would have given you that 20%, but
because I'm
right. All right, Joel, you were fully out, as I recall.
Yeah, I believe.
Or did you get sucked back in? No, you got out. You got out.
Yeah. Don't you do this to me? Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby? Joel looks over, sees Cyril's out. He goes, "All right, we're getting the fuck out of here." And Joel will run up to Marcus Johnson and just give him one right across the face as best he can.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you all do all that in one turn.
A kiss?
Yeah, he's gonna come and go. He's gonna run up to him like the meme of Goku running up to Vegeta and then kisses him. No, 86 over 43.
Jeez.
Literally double what I need.
Yeah, just absolutely. I think part of it is you've got a little of Chief Anderson's blood on your fists, and so as you lunge out trying to punch him, it just sort of slicks off his face. He looks at you and he's like, "Well, this is a little tougher decision now. What do I do?" And he kicks Marcy to try and push her further in.
I like how nonchalant he is all about all this.
Okay, so he successfully kicks you in. He's just going to push you another 5 feet. That's all. The wall. The wall, seeing its old target out, but a new target closer, even though it missed, I think it's going to go for... see if I can hit you.
Is that another fumble, Dan? Is that yet one?
Is that one more?
Dan, you can start rolling physical dice if that would help you.
Is this
What are the odds?
what
are the odds?
This is your Gurion fight.
This is your Gurion.
Oh my gosh! All right,
I'm gonna throw up. This is crazy.
Well, I think I established precedent, so it's gonna have to do damage to this guy again. There's 2 points of damage to him.
Nice.
He looks confused. He's like, I don't understand. Why is it attacking me? It should be attacking you guys.
I think it's had a change of heart.
The maw has no heart. Or rather, it has many hearts. All right, Cyril, it's your turn.
Cyril will get up, and he will run and try to tackle Marcus Johnson.
All right, go ahead.
Unarmed combat?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. That's a big old fail.
Okay, you can put yourself where you wound up. All right, Marcy, you're closer to the wall, but so I'll say that you guys, well, everyone can make another alertness roll if you'd like.
Big fumbony for me.
Don't forget to mark your failures, people. That's a fumble for me as well.
You guys
288s. 288s.
Listen, I passed.
Yeah.
Double fumbles. So with with those fumbles, you guys are like, oh yeah, everything's cool. I guess I don't know what is the fumble alertness. You just completely missed this bit of detail. Joel, you notice that the bullet holes appear to have healed over, although it is still leaking black ichor through the cut that Cyril made.
Great. Great.
All right. Speaking of which, Joel, what's what should I do?
Wasn't it my turn? Did I?
Oh no! What did you? Yeah. What do you do, Marcy?
Okay. Marcy is just going to try to run out of the room.
Okay. You can just do that. Pushing past him.
Push past him. Stand above him, trying to block any avenue of him escaping.
Okay. Joel, what are you going to do?
There's been so many gunshots at the bottom of this bar. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's been a lot of shit going on downstairs. Joel is going to... He's going to ask them, do you guys think that, like, you two have him under control?
No.
Oh,
That's it. That's all I needed, because Joel's going to do something different if you said yes. So, yeah, Joel will
He just fucks
attempt
off.
to... No, he's going to do something. It's going to be important. Joel will... Joel is going to try and take the baton away from him, like disarm him.
okay.
Unarmed combat?
Let's see. Yep, use unarmed combat.
All right. How about a fucking failure?
You got 3 luck?
That sounds about.
I do
sounds
have
about
3
right.
luck.
Oh, well, you could use 3 luck.
Yeah, I know I could.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What's...
I would
Is
hold on to it.
I'm gonna hold
We
on to
got
it. I don't
we're
have
surrounded.
That much luck. I only
He's
have
surrounded.
23. Yeah.
One of us is going
I'll-
to get something on
I'll
him.
accept it.
Yeah.
I'll accept the pain.
Okay. It is now Marcus Johnson's turn. He's now got you in the classic everyone surrounded me formation. And so he jumps in the air and does a spinning 360 kick at each of your heads. No.
That's incredible.
I knew he was
Oh, he
Neo.
does the cool
Wow.
jump kick, like split kick, and then bonks
Like a-
Marcy on the top. of the
Everything
head
goes
at the same
white
time.
and all these weapons racks come
Block.
flying by him.
Yeah.
He has blocked this overhead and kills me instantly.
He's like, I'm jacked in.
Block this whack ass mix up. Just
No, I think he's looking inside, seeing that the chief is down. He's going to look at each of one of you and he's like, well, you guys probably have some questions. Listen. We could stop right here and I could answer anything you wanted. But the Maw's going to be upset. It's going to take a couple days for me to fix this.
I think we need answers.
Yeah.
We need answers because they're doing something. We could try to piece it all together without them, but it'd probably just be easier to figure out what the fuck is going on from this guy. And then if things don't go very well, we can always just do stuff to him.
For clarification, none of his attacks against us have felt like inhumanely strong, right?
No, definitely not.
Okay. But there's definitely something weird going on with these two. Like,
Yeah, there's something for sure weird going on.
Okay.
So he's opening his arms in sort of a conciliatory stance. Has lowered his baton, though not dropped it.
Okay.
But it's sort of looking around now, and he's like, "I'll even close the door. That'll make you feel better."
Yeah.
He closes the door, and Joel and Cyril, you both have a just tangible feeling of like loss and disconnection, to the point that you now have a little bit of melancholy.
Oh.
interesting.
And you feel like a little queasy.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that either. Or do I?
Oh,
Melancholy is my kink.
oh.
Um,
I
It's
believe
like-
it. I believe it for Cyril.
So, closing the door, he looks at you all and he says, "All right, yeah, you got, I don't know, 5 questions. right?
No. That's not how this
Here's-
works.
Listen, you want to go back in there? I can tell. I know.
Listen.
I know what it's like.
Yeah, it was very pleasurable, but there's something going on here, and you're going to answer more than 5 questions. Give me a fucking break.
Well,
Marcy's face just scrunches up in horror at like what Cyril just said.
he says, "Look, are you really in any position to be negotiating? I mean, you guys aren't. You guys aren't exactly. You know. I know you killed him, but he had some issues. And quite frankly, you guys already, killed me once. He looks at all of you. He's like, but don't worry. I can come back.
We did?
But, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not actually Tony Black. I guess that means nothing to you guys because you wouldn't know who Tony is.
Feigns disbelief. What?
Yeah.
Are you And she looks to the two of us. A ghoul?
What? No, I'm not a ghoul. What the hell are you
Oh,
talking
okay.
about?
I'm immediately less worried about you then.
Okay, all right. Weird question. That's one of the 5.
Fuck. How many rubber duckies do you have in your Jeep?
What?
That's what I want to know.
How many of them did you buy? I know
you bought a bunch of them.
Because look. This is all going to make a lot of sense. You want to go sit down in one of the rooms? Just
No.
so we could chat. No, just want to talk here. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Kind of just.
Well, in that case, I will answer the questions as best I can, and then you guys need to get out of here so I can clean this up. And well, I already know where you guys live, so again, you guys need to leave this place alone. And that's all I got to say. And that's where we're going to end it for right now. So,
God damn it.
that's where we're going to end it for right now.
Yep.
Because the next episode is going to be a very interesting one. I'm going to be honest. I did not think that this is how this whole episode would go. I did not think that gambit would work. That was definitely a gambit of desperation for him. So join us next time to see how things work out.
Here's the
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Goodbye.
From the shadows in the deep.
Thank you once again for tuning in to Chaos Springs Eternal. This is Season 1, City of Woe. This is the part 1 of the finale for the Riverbend Blues Lounge arc. Shout out to Arc Dream Publishing for the great game Delta Green. Really been enjoying it. Lots of fun. We got a little crunchy with some of the rules. Played a little fast and loose with others. Shout out to Ponzer Kings for Cocytus. By now, I think some of the themes from this arc might be explaining why I chose Cocytus. Shout out to you for all the feedback we've been getting. Looking forward to more reviews, so make sure you go rate and review us on iTunes. And when you do that, get in contact with us. Shoot us a message. Let us know. If you have an idea for an NPC or a place you want to put in Carrefour, we can do that. Be happy to. As a way of saying thank you and a way of sort of fleshing out the town and, collaborative storytelling beyond even just those of us at the table. Just a reminder, after this arc finale, we're going to take a couple episodes to do a little more traditional Delta Green. Looking forward to that. Thank you. Have a good week. Links are in the show notes.
I see faces with no smile. Where it cannot chase me down. Where is the sun? Oh God, please don't let me drown.
Oh yeah, actually, Noah, that's a fantastic. Oh gosh, I don't know where you're getting these from, but very cool and gross.
That's 21st Century Schizoid Man, my guy, and King Crimson.
Cool. I don't know what any of those things mean.
Oh my god. Okay.
You just spouted complete nonsense.
I'm going to be honest, you're the only one who knows.
You're the only one, yeah.
What?
Guys, that's Masturbatrix. Have you never seen Metro Basics 2463?
Oh my god.
All right. Well,